Messi, encara 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 Messi, gol, 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 gol.
In a foreign time before the ages of PS5, Xbox whatevers, and Switches, we were blessed with the best gaming system in the world, the GameCube. And on this precious console was a soccer game the world didn't know it needed. This game is Super Mario Strikers. This game is aged like fine wine, proven to be better in every way possible than the trashy sequel they gave us for the Switch. Okay, to be honest guys, I haven't even played that game, but when I searched for this game on YouTube, the first 5 videos were talking about how that game is really bad, so thanks for saving me 60 bucks. I owe y'all. Anyway, we're not here to roast the new game, we're here to talk about the beautiful creation of a soccer game that this game is. So let's talk about how smooth these controls are. The movement is really quick, but it's not slippery. Actually, apparently everybody in the Mario universe has ankles of steel because you could practically move any which way you want. A turbo button balanced by unsteady ball control if used in long succession, and a nice little fakie if you're feeling saucy. By the way, Toad's fakie is a little unique. It's a little hop to the side and I like it a lot more. Also, which I found out moments before recording this audio, that when you do a fakie and press the turbo button, you actually get a speed boost. This whole time I thought the computers were cheating. I was really just getting finessed this whole time. Damn. Of course, this being a soccer title, the most important feature of the game is the shooting mechanic. The passing mechanic works like a dream. You have your ground passes, which are more useful for slicing and dicing the defense and getting in good offensive positions, and you have your aerial passes, which are more useful for getting shots off. Aerials can become extremely addicting because who doesn't like seeing super cool bicycle kicks, or even better, Donkey Kong absolutely destroying this ball like I destroyed your mom. Okay, now on to what actually everyone cares about, shooting. Because we're all superstars, right? This game does a fantastic job once you get off that rookie difficulty. It's not as simple as running up, holding the shoot button, and getting points. Well, sometimes that still works, but usually only for the computer. Anyway, you have your normal quick shots, you can charge up for a power shot, and if you're using your team captain, you can
go even further beyond
and do a super strike, which if timed right is unblockable and counts as 2 points. Or you could suck, the goalie will catch your super shot and launch it back at you. Yeah, rough. Just a side note, I genuinely try to stay away from super strikes unless the AI was spamming them against me, or I was down by 2 or more with less than a minute left. And I guess while we're talking about super strikes, I can talk about my one gripe with this game, and that's sometimes when I was taking my team captain up and I was just trying to do a charge shot, I would accidentally go into the super strike stage, and I would just mess it up because I wasn't ready for the timing. But if that's the only complaint I have about this game, I think it's doing a pretty damn good job of being a great game. The next, in my opinion, the most intense mechanic of the game, defense and items. I grouped these together because they go together like PB&J, bacon and eggs, and you pressing that subscribe button. So the items in this game are simple yet extremely effective. Bananas, you throw them. Bombs, you throw them. Shells, you throw them. These ones freeze, they're pretty cool. Mushrooms, if you see a chain chomp, run for dear life, and if you get a star, well, you know what's about to happen. Now, why are items so important? Well, simply because the game wants to win, and more importantly, it wants you to lose. Yeah, these games did not care. They were brutal, merciless, relentless even. Their only goal was to make you break your controller and buy more. True genius, honestly. Anyway, back to the point. If you allowed a computer to get an open shot, which if you play aggressive will happen more often than you think, that ball is going in a lot of the time, and the only thing saving you from getting scored on is a lucky shell throw or a Hail Mary bomb, or the grace of God actually empowering your goalie to do his job for once. You can also use your items to get openings on offense, but I always praise saving them for defense. I remember as a kid, I'd score 1 point and then just try to hide with the ball for the rest of the game. Honestly, I don't know how I beat this game as a kid. All I remember is spamming super strikes and being super nervous, like palms sweaty, knees weak, heavy chest. I was a mess. But I beat it. On defense, you have two options to get the ball. You could swiftly steal it right under their noses, or my personal favorite, yeah, when you have a bad day at work, this is all the therapy you need. Be careful though, hitting them relentlessly will allow them to build up items, but if they already have two, who cares? Go ham. This game being so simple requires a great deal of skill, awareness, and strategy. Give it to Mario and just spam super strike. No, we don't do that. We play the game proper. You have the ability to aim your shots with the use of the left analog stick, and you see this a lot more in your charge shots when you get a sick curve to them. Also, you can score with the perfect pass mechanic, but I really didn't have too much success doing this with the amount of times I was getting perfect passes. The only two reliable methods I really saw for scoring was A, you kick the ball in this dumb motherfucker's face until he's dizzy, and then you kick it in. This is easy for the AI, and pretty impossible for me. Or B, you make a shot that makes the goalie dive, and then you have someone clean it up when he's out of commission. I also mess this up a lot. Even on professional difficulty, the AI doesn't let you do too much. It definitely gives you your space, but they come after you when they want the ball. Passing and dribbling, you also have to be very careful because the AI will steal the ball if you make a dumb pass. Item management though, like I said before, is by far the most important thing I found. Games that I was constantly replenishing my items, using my items, and not giving the AI really any chance to get anything going were the games that I was doing really well in. And when I was kind of letting the AI do its thing were the games that I was getting beat. Now for the thing that separates this from any other soccer game. You know, minus the explosive shells, random Bowser appearances, and otherworldly powers. That's the personality each and every character has. We'll get to you guys later. Characters have little entrances, face-off gestures, scoring celebrations, and honestly, each main character plays different from one another. What I mean by this is some characters are pass heavy, some characters are shooters, some characters are just good at everything, and some just want you dead. All this is perfectly encapsulated in each character. Yoshi's fun-loving and adorable as always. Donkey Kong absolutely pounding the life out of the ball never gets old. And can we talk about the fact that Donkey Kong uses his hands, which literally goes against every single rule of soccer ever? But what are you gonna say? Donkey Kong's the original Harambe. He's literally gonna throw you around like a rag doll if you get him mad. Daisy and Peach are super sassy, and I believe this is the first title they actually gave Daisy a personality, and honestly, it fits, and it's absolutely amazing. Also, Peach, this is why Bowser keeps on coming after your ass. Luigi comes off timid, but you can't help but smile whenever he does his signature airplane celebration or his little dances at the end, and of course Mario is depicted as the prime athlete, and his AI plays like it. He's just built different. Now, you may have noticed I skipped over two characters, the two menaces themselves, Wario and Waluigi. I wanted to dedicate some time to these two. First off, Wario. If you thought Peach's introduction was a sight to see, well, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but he's got a whole wagon back there. Gameplay-wise, Wario is the dirtiest, most rotten player I have ever seen. I've never met an AI in any game that has been more out for my soul than this man. And I play Dark Souls, and am bad at it. Anyway, let's talk about the living legend himself, Waluigi. Now this man was made in a lab. I said Mario was built different, but I wasn't including this menace right here. First off, he's 7 foot and got a wingspan long enough to knock you out 2 hours away from the grocery store. Put him on the court, and he'd be like Wilt dropping hundreds. Put him in Madden, and we're running aggressive catch all day. It's no contest. This man's ego is unmatched too. From his introductions to his celebration. Bro, this game's rated E. Chill, my guy. And of course, I cannot forget about the side characters. Koopas literally breakdance when they score, Hammer Bros just seem like those cool dudes that everyone likes to be around. Birdos, I don't like Birdos, but they got their little princess personality. And Toads, ooh, let me tell you about Toads. They give good head, they break dance, and they are pure evil. Just like a party girl. So this is the perfect game to pull out on a game night when you want to have your friends over.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, scratch that. There's a super cool, fun, intense thing you can do when you play this game by yourself, and that's the cups. Now, I played these on professional difficulty, which is the second easiest difficulty, and without super strike cheesing, I was actually having quite a hard time playing this game. Of course, I was rusty, I didn't understand the mechanics 100%, and until I got the Star Cup, I was about a straight 500 player. I won half my games, I lost half my games. But even in losing, I was having fun because the games only lasted 5 minutes. It's easy just to forget about that tough loss you took and get right back into another game. However, the flip side can happen where there was games I was feeling myself. I was hot, I felt undefeatable, and then I'd get my ass beat 6-1, lose a cup, and remember I'm actually trash. The tourneys are based off of a point system, and the first 3 require you to get first place. If you win a match, you get 3 points. If you lose, you get nothing. If you lose in sudden death, you get 1 point. So if you're going to lose, at least try to take it to sudden death. Like I said, Mario being the cover athlete, he was usually at the top. Now personally for one, I'm a very emotional player when it comes to sports games. Just ask my friends who played Madden and 2K with me. This game consistently had me motivating my team, fist pumping when I scored goals, pounding my chest when I won games, kissing my finger, throwing up a little peace sign like I'm actually in the game, living the simulation. Might as well just give me a VR helmet. I'm there. The point is, this game had me so deeply committed that each and every single cup win left me with the most overwhelming feeling of satisfaction and self-accomplishment. Shit, this might have actually cured my depression. The final cup was the Bowser Cup. And for the first part, I think this is actually easier than the other cups because this one has a 4-team knockout tournament after the main tournament. So all you have to do is get 4th place and then you have to win your final 2 games to be champion. Easy, right? Well, let's take some time to actually talk about this Bowser Cup because it was absolutely poetic. I chose my main man Luigi because if you guys didn't know, I'm Team Luigi. And I was absolutely clapping cheeks, my guys. I only took 2 L's, a sudden death thriller to Mario, and of course a rivalry grudge match to Mr. Go-Go Gadget himself, Waluigi. We finished in first place and established dominance on the field. We get matched up with Daisy in the first round of the knockout tournament so we can establish dominance off the Anyway, I thought it was really cool that we were faced off with our quote-unquote lover. I'm actually not entirely sure if they're lovers or not. I just always looked at Daisy as Luigi's Peach. If that's actually canon or not, let me know, because I don't really know much about Mario lore. Anyway, we beat Daisy in the first round and we get a rematch against Waluigi himself. And this is what I'm talking about Toads being the best side character, because they took over. But after this game, you get to face Bowser, team of super robos. Now, these guys are actually fucking menacing. They walk onto the stage like they're on a mission, get beamed to life from the holy man himself. And did I mention that they're all team captains, so they can all use super strikes? Also, did I mention that their goalie is also a robot? This man Bowser really had the Dr. Nefarious mentality from Ratchet & Clank Up Your Arsenal. Wait, too much nostalgia for one video? Alright, we'll save that for another video. Anyway, I don't know if this was intentional or if I was tripping or what, but whenever you play the super team, or at least the one game I played the super team, I don't know if my screen was shaking or if the game was lagging, but it added like an extra sense of like stress and a scare tactic. But if you think super robos are scary, let me tell you about Toads, because they carried me this game. Like, I was actually really proud of how I played against a super team, because in my head, all I was thinking was, I'm going to lose this game. I have to redo this tourney. It's like 10 games worth, which is like an hour, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. But everything came together. I felt like my passing was on top tier. I felt like my shooting was top tier. I felt like I really understood the curve mechanic, where you can like make your shots kind of go where you want to go. Everything just came together for me this game, and I dominated. Anyway, after you beat the super team, you unlock them as playable characters, you unlock the stage, and you also unlock these things called super cups, which is longer versions of the previous cups, but you can't play on rookie, so get good. I chose not to play these because I was one fist pump away from blowing out my shoulder. Playing these cups though, you get access to the cheats where you get like infinite power-ups or super strikes always going in, or weak goalies. Just like a couple of fun little settings you can put onto your games if you actually do have friends that want to come over for game night. I do not. Jokes aside, this is a game I truly loved growing up, and I was absolutely shocked to find out how well it played 18 years later. 18 years later. Jeez, I'm old. My first thoughts playing this game was, wow, this feels like something that could come out today. And honestly, why? Why couldn't it? If they slapped some new graphics, some new characters on the game, and gave us that instead of this trash, I think the world would be a better place. I hope you guys enjoyed this blast from the past, and let me know down in the comments some fun memories you have with this game, or even its souped-up sequel for the Wii. I'll see you guys next time for another trip down memory lane. Oh, and also a side note, besides the nails on a chalkboard screeching sound, the sudden death themes, top tier. Luigi's better than Mario, and I'll take that to my grave.